Okay, this is just a quick video on how to actually close the membership, deposits and joining fees and things like that, okay? So this is the language we use to close the prospect after the trial class into a refundable or non-refundable deposit, okay? Now look, don't get me wrong, the goal is always, where possible, to sign them right up for a membership. Sometimes that may not happen though, okay? And it's important we don't just let people walk out with no level of commitment, whether that's a financial commitment or a commitment to come back in again, okay? So when do we use this? When the prospect is 100% tied down on the process, they love the free class, they see the value and they want the results. There's a clear before and after, a clear current situation, the gap, which is your service, gets them to the desired situation. They're certain on that. There's no lack of certainty there, okay? Make sure you go through that video there, please. But timing, finances, logistics are standing in the way, okay? And you've already gone through the process here of objection handling, but you're always going to get some people that you can objection handle, you can have all the sales. Some people, okay, very small percent, 5% or so, you're not going to be able to get across the line, and that's part of sales, right? It's completely natural. So what is the purpose? To get them financially committed to action, locks in further follow-up and massively increases conversion on the back end. And if they back out, you still qualified them, recoup time and energy, and you can always follow up with them later, okay? So, key distinction, this is only for when they're tied down on the process, they want the training, they want the outcome. If they're still uncertain, you need to handle that objection first. Please make sure you watch the uncertainty video here, which goes through everything, and that document there, please. Okay, so just to be sure, money aside, there's nothing else keeping you from being 100% certain that this is the program you want to do. As I always say, please word how you see fit, okay? The clear goal here is to isolate what the actual objection is, okay? Once you've gotten the all clear from them, okay, awesome, that's great to hear. What we do in situations like this, where someone's all in but just needs to juggle a few things around, we just take a small refundable deposit. Look, the reason for that is we've got only X amount of spots available, always linked to scarcity and urgency, okay? It's not committing you fully to the membership, but it locks your spots in, shows us that, we're ready to get you going, we can order your uniform, things like that. Like, there's a million different things that you can say, right? Get you set up on the back end for uniform, class schedule, onboarding, make sure that the coach next week is ready for you to come, things like that, okay? It's just a $100 deposit, it's refundable, things like that, okay? If they say no before hearing the deposit, okay, make sure that you address the situation there. If they say no after hearing the deposit, make sure you address the situation here. And always make sure in the second scenario here, you're reframing, okay? Because you need to reframe what's actually in it for them, okay? Link back your value proposition, okay? I'm going to say it for the millionth time. It always links back to the general principles of sales, okay? So, let me ask, why did you come in today? To get your child more confident, to get you in shape, to learn self-defense? Look, that's exactly what we're here for. The deposit is simply a step one in that proven process, so we can get everything together, okay? You can word this how you want. You can use whatever, it's substitutional, okay? So let's do this. Let's get the deposit locked in, okay? Let's get you scheduled for your first week. Let's get the ball rolling, okay? So these are just little tips and tricks on closing deposits and collecting joining fees and things like that, without actually getting people to pay for a membership up front, okay? As always, with any of these objection videos, sales videos, generally videos, okay? Make sure we're sharing the wins, lessons, things that we've improved upon, things that we've taken away from these documents, or even things that you think can be added, okay? Your win is someone else's win, and someone else's win is your win, okay? So let's share it. Appreciate you.